Pavlichenko isn't just a soldier. My men are whispering her name when going into battle. Smile, Pavlichenko. Smile.
We're retreating. Do you hear me? Retreating! Our losses are huge! And you will be among them tomorrow!
War isn't only death. War is such a life. And if you don't find the reason to live for, you'll be killed. Luda,
Hi guys, we are just back from Modena Play, the exhibition that takes place each year in in Modena, and we have on our tables a lot of new word games. A new interesting game that I had the fortune to purchase is Fortress Sevastopol, a game designed by Christian Diedler and published by the German publisher Udo Greb. I'm going to shoot two videos about Fortress Sevastopol, one about the analysis of the components, and another one about the game system. It's a game system based on the already known system as Breakout Normandy by Avalon Hill and Storm over Arnhem, always by Avalon Hill. And probably we have some similarities also with more recent games as Storm over Stalingrad and Storm over Dien Bien Phu. Well, let's continue with the analysis of the components of this new game, Fortress Sevastopol. Well, Fortress Sevastopol, as I said previously, uses an easy-to-learn area movement and combat system, and this is the box. Not so bad. Well, the cover art portrays the image about Sevastopol, and on the right we have a rail heavy German gun. Well, not so good the cover art. Well, it's only acceptable. Then let's analyze the other components that the players can find in the box. Well, obviously you have the booklet, Fortress Sevastopol. Well, the booklet is composed of 24 pages. Actually, I suggest to start from page 6, where you have the campaign game setup, or as alternative, you can also start by deploying the scenarios that you find at page 21. Anyone, you have about 20 pages to read of rules, but I can assure you that the system is very easy. Well, the main characteristic is the impulses. We don't have a typical turn, I go, you go, but I repeat, guys, I want to underline that in the next video I'm going to analyze deeply this area system. Well, together with the booklet, you can find two charts and tables. Well, they are made of light paper. Well, not so good. As usual, I prefer charts and table made of at least light cardboard, and these are only made of light paper. So I hope that in the future we can have better tables. Anyway, we have abbreviation, name and sheet, quantity, effects. So, well, these are the modifiers to the combats, and then you have a summary about the sequence of play, the impulses, reactivation table, movement point cost, and you have a complete summary about the whole game. Then let's have a look at the counter sheets before analyzing the map. Well, you have two counter sheets in the box. Well, let's have a look at the first one. Well, the graphics are only basic. Well, I always prefer the symbols of the divisions, and if you notice, we don't have any peculiar symbol. You have only NATO symbols, some silhouettes, but nothing of so peculiar, nothing of so important. So yes, the graphics used are only sufficient, and a little better as regards the markers. We have German crosses, we have disrupted markers, but one news that strikes me is about the rounded corners of the counters. I tried to remove one, and if you notice, well, the counters is really good, and you don't need to use your Oregon trimmer, such way it can last a little more. Please remember that I always use the Oregon trimmer, but I realized that is not so resistant. Anyway, good job as regards the counters. Probably we would have preferred a better graphic. And now it's the time of the map. Well, in front of you, the mounted mapboard of Fortress Sevastopol. We counted 29 areas, and inside each areas we find two numbers, another inner circle with two numbers. The top number is simply the number of the area, and the bottom number, well, is about the terrain effect modifier. Well, on the left you have the Sevastopol city map. Well, the city of Sevastopol is divided into other 7 areas, and these areas are enlarged to have a better handling of the counters. Well, what about the use? Well, I think that the colors are too dark, and I would have preferred lighter colors, and also, well, something different about the graphics used for the main area of the map. Well, the map actually, you can have the Black Sea on the left, Black Sea also on the right, and at the top you find the Sea of Azov. On the right of the map you have the terrain chart, and you have area border, rail line areas. So all the information you need to get something more about the modifiers. Then you have the general record track, and on the bottom of the bottom of the right you have the turn record track. Well, actually, there is another map existing, and it was designed by Simonich, and I'm going to show you. But this map, you can find this map in the box. It is sold apart. Well, and if you notice, well, we have and you have the same map, well, different colors, well, different hues, lighter hues than the previous one. Well, actually, I don't know, it depends on the players, if it's better playing with the map by Simonich or the original map by Udo Greb. Well, I don't remember the designer, or better, not the designer, but the artistic director. Well, the counter graphics are by Andreas Bertram and Dirk Black, box art by Nina Zukowski, and I repeat, I want to underline that the designer is Christian Diller. Map graphics also together with Nina Zukowski. Well, we have Dirk Black, and that's all, players. Well, guys, that's all for the moment. I'm going to shoot a second video about Fort Sevastopol to explain better the game system and the pros and cons of this new game by Udo Greb. Thanks for your attention. See you soon. Bye.